Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. I am Don Bear, and I'm here today to show you two of my favorite builds for soloing the Nightmare difficulty in Far Far West. But before I jump into that, let me sing some of Far Far West's praises first. As a big fan of co-op horde shooters, I can confidently say that Far Far West easily stands among the best. The game has a refreshing amount of polish for being in early access, even more so than some fully released games. I've rarely been so enraptured by a game like this, so I highly, highly recommend you try it out. Now, on to the builds. Both builds use the same personal jokers, prioritizing movement speed with a little spell refresh and kill to heal to round out the build. As long as you're moving quickly, the enemies can't touch you, and you'll continue to survive just fine. Obviously, dumping everything into health and speed are a must, but between ammo, spell cooldowns, and jump height, I highly recommend jump height to really get more out of your speed. Whenever you dash and then jump, the momentum of your dash is carried, and so you get more out of your speed investment the longer you're in the air. So jump height helps you a lot in that regard. I also think spending a whole bullet for a measly 2% spell cooldown really isn't worth it, so I'd rather have more ammo or more jump height. So, when making a build, I have the philosophy of having one weapon for horde clearing and the other one for range. If you're mobile enough, nothing in the game can really touch you, except for the snipers. So, bringing something to take them out is crucial each time you jump off the train. But with that in mind, this first build I have is this run and gun shotgun build. There's a little bit of a guerrilla aspect to it, so I call it the guerrilla shotgun build. It doesn't have the best range to deal with the snipers as a primary weapon, but it can definitely clear out the chaff and burst down those bosses. Overblast is extremely good for damage. Speedster for overall DPS, and Reload Mastery to speed up my reloads. Run and gun synergizes, of course, with Speedster. I also spread out my bullets like this, and you could feasibly pump everything into damage and clip size to synergize best with Overblast, but I spread mine out a little bit since I like some things like draw speed. But it's really kind of your personal preference. For the snipers, I have the revolver. It's reliable, precise, and can quickly two-shot them at range. Here I've invested in Speedster, Ricochet, Clutch, and Ammo Supply. You can really just think of Ricochet as a good pick always, as a 30% damage buff against the Horde. So, I usually take it on the builds if I don't find anything else I like better. So there's a lot of things you can choose in lieu of Ammo Supply, but the argument in favor of Ammo Supply goes like this. The bottle pack gives you a big advantage in survivability. As long as you can run off to a safe space, such as out on the water, having bottles on you is crucial for survival. It also takes a lot more time to drink a bottle than to nab an ammo pack, so being able to spawn bottles in a place that you know is safe is a real asset. Ammo, on the other hand, is pretty much everywhere, and this Joker allows you to generate ammo whilst fighting, and the best part is that it drops more than just secondary ammo. You can generate primary ammo as well. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but Ammo Supply is an extremely underrated Joker. Clutch is also great on the revolver, and it synergizes particularly well with this loadout of spells. I'll get a little bit more into that later. But Portal is really the star of the show on this build. Because of Portal, you basically have an ejector seat throughout your entire run, as long as you have your anchor portal in a safe location. If you need health or ammo in a jiffy, portaling out is a great option. And you can throw your banditos through the portal to weaken your enemies a bit before returning to the fight. Speaking of banditos, this is where Clutch comes into play. It's good with the entire family of cacti spells for this very reason. Applying corrosive to one of your cacti and then fire to another allows both of your targets to get a little extra DPS from the resulting explosion of these elements interacting if they target the same thing. This works particularly well on the pistoleros, but it can definitely work with the banditos too, especially for the boss. Lastly, Rain is a bit of an auto-include. At this point in the game, it's just too good. It's so good at the horde clear, and therefore the sustain. So the playstyle is simple. You go around, you get into fights, you give them the runaround, you can kite them pretty much indefinitely because of your speed, and Portal is always the ace up your sleeve in case things get a little dicey. And, of course, you could chuck the banditos through the portal whilst you're sipping on beer to help thin out the herd. It's a real fun build, but it does require some quick thinking and very good jukes. Oh, whoops. Okay. He was he was shooting me through the crack. This build is the Spell Shot Sniper. Last build, the secondary was for range, but in this build, it's our primary. But we're going to maintain a little bit of that crowd clearing in the primary as well. Mind Shot, Focus Shot, and Speedster are all you really need on this build. Mind Shot for the occasional crowd clearing, Speedster for some extra damage and fire rate, but Focus being the real crux of the build. We can completely take advantage of the spell cooldown reduction by using the spells with the longest cooldowns with this gun. Since we need something to help a bit with our DPS and horde clearing, we'll go for the dual revolvers with the electric element as our secondary. We can get some real quick sustain off the DPS off of these guns, plus something to quickly shoot into the crowds of enemies. Ricochet is a must. You will miss a lot with the dual revolvers, so the chance to salvage a miss into a hit is very necessary. I'm also not particularly impressed with the dual revolvers' unique jokers, so I actually run 2 ammo supplies. You will not be hurting on ammo with this build at all. For the spells, we're going to go with the biggest, most impactful spells with the longest cooldowns. We can cycle through these to deal with the hordes and quickly recover from their long cooldowns. Rain is a must, of course, but Thunderstrike is also particularly good at clearing a lot of the enemies at one time, which can result in some pretty clutch healing when needed. Lastly, Wisp is insanely strong. If you can hit it with an electric bullet from your dual revolvers, it's a little annoying and takes some getting used to, but it's phenomenal compared to the default. And if you're struggling with Solo Nightmare in the game, try this build first. It's far less tactile than my other shotgun build, but has far greater crowd control with these OP spells on low cooldowns. I will mention that boss damage isn't the greatest, but fortunately you have enough sustain to win the fight every time. So there you have it. Try these builds if you're struggling in Nightmare, and let me know your thoughts down below. Lastly, before you go, please like and subscribe. I plan to continue uploading some Far Far West gameplay, but I primarily do a lot of variety games on this channel, with some collaborative commentary in the works. So please follow me on Twitch to catch my live streams if you're interested. See you in the next video. Thank you.